Bro, you fucks, save all the resubs for when I actually, like, have everything unmuted, you fucks. I swear to God, bro. Also, give me a moment. I'm uploading... I'm uploading my pictures to, like, an easier location to look at because I did not actually look... It's not as easy to browse the, like, Discord. You know what I mean? So, I'm uploading them now. So, we're gonna take, like, a little bit longer here. Where the fuck did my desktop icons go? Oh, why are they over here? That's not what they're supposed to be. So yeah, give me a little bit. Stop resubbing when I'm like, ah, fuck it, bro. You're getting the main audio. Oh wait. Oh, there's a lot of audio going on. Okay, wait. Can I like replay it from in here? There's something I can do. Streamer, by the way. I've actually never tried to replay like here. I could report Yappy Po. It's fucking cooked, bro. It's fucking cooked. Fine. I guess you guys. My little whelp champ. I hate you guys. Here's me, thank for the hood gifty. Here's Timothy. I'm almost done. I'm almost done uploading all this shit, bruh. Turns out I took a lot of fucking photos that I didn't really realize. No, I kind of realized, but, you know. Casually 270 photos I'm uploading right now. Casually. I didn't realize I took 270 photos, bruh. That's a lot. Okay, wait. Now I gotta figure out how to do this model shit again. Oh my god. Dude, I will say it's been real wild not streaming for as long as I have. Like, you guys have actually been such like a big part of my life for the past 2 years that like it just felt so different, bruh. This felt so different. But either way, whelpers. Hello, guys. How are you all doing today? I missed you guys. I missed you. Let me go through and read everything. Yeah, thank you for the 10 months. Oh, by the way, you'll see some new stuff. You'll see some new stuff here, as you can already probably tell based on the thing here. But it's a work in progress at the moment. But theoretically, if there's anybody tuning in on the YouTube side, you should actually be able to see our messages now. I recombined everything, but let me before I start fucking yapping, let me say thanks to everybody. Yeah, thank you for the 10 months. Obviously, I appreciate it. What's it called? Draco, thank you for the 5 months as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can see the emotes in fucking big mode, bro. Look at that shit. Woo. You can see all the emotes and stuff like that. But yeah, fuck, my yapping is going crazy. Grim, thank you for the 26 months as well. And USB, thank you for the gifty. Everybody, hello. Yap, Northern, USB, hello. Pork, Lock, hi guys. Draco, Yap. Lawyer, hello. Nodan, hi. How are you guys doing? How it's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, I don't have the background chatting VG on. Let me do that right now. Yeah, guys, how are you all doing today? How are you all doing? It's been a while. I've been obviously on vacation these past 2 weeks. Very fun vacation, very good vacation. Well, yeah, I've got the whole vacation. That'll probably be like an hour in and of itself, to be honest with you. Fucking amazing, incredible vacation. I realized literally earlier today that that's probably like the first time I had gone out to hang out with like people, like friends and stuff in probably about a year. And then the last time after that 1 year, I had not hung out with anybody for another year before that. So you know, it turns out I don't go outside all that often. Mostly because I just don't have anybody like, you know, nearby that I particularly vibe with, all things pointed toward. But yeah, so there's my yearly touching grass for the year. I'm hoping to maybe do it a little bit more this year, especially after being super inspired. But yeah, life and drama for work, but you're living. That's all, you know, sometimes living is all you can do. You know what I mean? Sometimes living is all you can do. I'd go crazy. Well, that's my trick. I am crazy. That is my trick. And you know, I think part of it, you know, part of the reason why I didn't stream yesterday and part of the reason why I'm like streaming probably a little bit time here, not only is like the jet lag kind of making my schedule a little weird. Also, hi Harry. Hi. Not only is the jet lag making my schedule kind of weird, but also like it turns out hanging out with people, or hanging out with people that you really fucking love after a year of not hanging out with anybody is an interesting feeling, to say the least. Very, very interesting feeling in the good and the bad. Sick but hanging in there. You got this, Norther. Yeah, dude, there was almost, the trip almost got fucking, like, ruined because Spiky almost got sick, and that would have been fucking sad as shit, had Spiky gotten sick. But luckily, she pushed on because she's my strong wife, and we were able to hang out, and it was actually so fucking incredible. Here, give me a second. Let me find this last photo. I'm trying to find the photo in Shibuya. What the hell is happening in Shibuya? So I can give you guys some fit checks. I did say Discord exclusive, but I will show it on stream. I think part of the hanging out with people in real life made me realize, like, hey, hanging out with people in real life is kind of cool and is kind of fun to make outfits again, you know? So, where is it? Or where the fuck is the photo? I'm mad. Okay, here we go. Here we go. But yeah, I basically did not game as well for that whole 2 weeks. I played like some Slay the Spire, especially like when I got to Japan. But basically, so for those of you that don't know, okay, I basically ended. I did a 2-week long vacation. Already ad break. Fuck. Why is there an ad break? That's weird. It was a 2-week long vacation. 1 week in Korea with Spiky, and then 1 week in Japan with my brother. So, you know, it was pretty fun. Originally, it was going to be a 2-week Japan trip based around the Hololive concert, the yearly concert that they put on. However, I never ended up getting tickets for that, and Spiky happened to be in Korea at the same time. So I was like, oh my god, I can make out with my wife, and we made out the whole time. No, yeah, we hung out a lot in Korea, and it was very incredible. Into a very, very nice Japan trip too, where I didn't actually do full Japan stuff. I did end up yapping with my brother for a decent bit. I showed up to my nephew's high school entrance ceremony, which was kind of cool. A lot of stuff like that. But knowing women, dang, the bond between wives. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well though. Sorry, I'm just like I'm looking at a bunch of stuff right now. So I'm trying to make sure I get these photos ready for you guys. But yeah, no, so yeah, normally I don't hang out much with people, but I'm hoping to change that. It's one of my things that I'm like gonna be trying to work on this year. Especially now I have a job, you know, taking vacations is nice, is fucking nice. I'm not going to lie. And hanging out with people that are cool is cool. So, there's definitely like a lot of fucking peak there. A lot of peak. So, where did all the photos fucking upload? I don't think they did, bro. I don't think this shit fully uploaded. I'm gonna be real with you. I see, like, some of the photos. Did not. There should be some. Only got up to the monster hunt one. Did I do anything after the monster hunter? Pausing. They're uploaded, like, they're all out of order, which is also kind of fucking annoying. Date and modify? Maybe? Aunt McCry, thank you for the follow. Welcome, Welfare. I discovered your YouTube channel while you're on vacation. I was so excited to be here. Welcome. Yeah, YouTube was popping off this whole time. We have Grim to thank for that. So thank you, Grim. Yeah, all the YouTube stuff has been, like, basically all in the last, like, 2 weeks, which is pretty funny. So, you know, that was basically the whole, I covered a lot of shit, when it came to that, but, okay, so now that I have this, okay, so the last pic that I got uploaded was the start of the Monster Hunter Cafe. Okay, let me upload the rest of these photos. Let's see. Rip. Boom. I don't know why it didn't upload the last one, so like it definitely said it was uploading, but it just didn't. So I mean, I did upload like a shit ton of photos. So oh, I uploaded some of them. Odd, bro. See, there's some really cool photos too that were in here, so I'm a little sad. Hope I don't miss too many. Yeah, got the start of the Monster Hunter photos. If there's double in here, I guess it's not too bad. The signature. Cool mope one. Hopefully it's just like time-based, the ones that didn't get uploaded, because if not, it's gonna be really obnoxious to try to keep track here. Sorry, we're almost here, whelpers. We're almost here. We'll get yapping here in a moment, okay? We'll get yapping. Oh yeah, Tokyo Station I want to include. That one, that's a fit pick. These ones. Board. Oh. Okay. Marathon clips have infected the algorithm. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, marathon. I'll be honest. The first like week, it was actually super good that the first week was with Spiky, because had I done the Japan trip first, I think it would have been kind of hard on the mental to not think about marathon the whole time while I was in Japan. Don't get me wrong, I was thinking about marathon for a very long amount of time as well, but I think the fact that I was hanging out with Spiky and Spiky was so cool, it helped take my mind off of the marathon stuff with shopping and everything. So so you know, I miss you. I missed you, Cinna. I missed you, my wife. Thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate you. I love my wives. I love my wives. Okay, so yeah. The first week, I ended up going to Korea though. So the first week is Korea. Let me move over to here. We'll start yapping about the trip. Okay, we'll start yapping about the trip here. And we'll show them off. Fine. I think I have everything properly censored. If not, I may need to what's it called? Rapidly try to censor something / kill the VOD. But we should be okay. Oh, I will say also, yeah, the new chat stuff is that let me know if you have any feedback on the chat as it like pops up and stuff like that. Let me know if you have any feedback. Once again, it should be pulling from both YouTube and Twitch, especially since Grim has been putting a lot of effort into the YouTube. I'm trying to make sure I like integrate that properly. So that's kind of what I've been doing in my off time here while I'm still overwhelmed and jet lagged and all that. But big week next week, both Overwatch and Rivals releasing new characters. Yeah, Rivals and Overwatch are pretty big. I do have a couple of plans when it comes to the future of the stream that will probably go over a little bit today as well. But a little hard to see the text in the corner, isn't it? It's a little hard to see. Okay, you can't see the YouTube too. So yeah, we went to Korea and Japan. So first night, we started. We got some lamb skewers. Very, very yummy. Very, very yummy lamb skewers. Super good. Super good. So that was cool. Also met Spiky. So every day, basically, Spiky and I were hanging out in Korea, which was super cool. I got to go girlin' with Spiky. We did a lot of shopping, a lot of mall walking. We did not get to hit the big ass mall, but there's potential future plans next year to hang out and go hit the big fucking mall. I'll yap about that in a bit. At the end of the Korea section. Funny shirts, established. So you know how like you have stores in America where there's like stuff that on the wall that say like it's just random Japanese, and if you speak Japanese it looks really fucking stupid. There's that, but like American and English in certain parts. So for example, established established just random stuff. Or this is my favorite. Our lives can be as free and joyful as a frog hopping in the water. one of my favorite shirts that we found there. We actually didn't do too many funny shirts because we did just do nice shopping. But isn't Korea expensive? Korea is actually quite cheap relative because the US dollar is quite good compared to the Korean won. It's a very good conversion. So it ends up being cheaper. And also in general, Korea, I think in Asia, compared to America, is in general quite a bit cheaper, I think. But there is a big thing. Both Korea and Japan, their currency is quite weak compared to the dollar. So the money goes a lot further. Also, another thing to point out, I do not go outside or hang out with people in real life. So I basically had a whole year of barely spending anything saved up. So there was a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of clothes. Very cool. You'll see some of them. But yeah, Korea is cheap because the currency is weak. Going to Japan in October. Let's go, Gusev. Let's go. Ought to go to Japan, but flights from Europe to Japan are expensive. Yeah. It's a pricey trip. Unironically, I think the most expensive part of the trip was the flight. The benefit, though, is that if you go to Korea or Japan, it's actually really cheap to fly from Japan to Korea. Literally, it was like a $100 extra trip, basically, to throw on. So when Spiky said that I could go hang out with her in Korea, and I saw the price to hang out with my wife was only $100 fucking dollars, I was like, I will literally take this without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. I will go hang out with her. So, and I'm really happy I did. I'm really happy I did. Spiky is an incredible person, and she's really nice and really sweet. I fucking love her so much. I'm so happy we spent time. I haven't, a bit of a, maybe I shouldn't get sappy yet. I'm not gonna get sappy yet. Some other cool stuff. I didn't take too many pictures in Korea, I will say, because I did end up just enjoying my time a lot with Spiky. We were just running around, hanging out. So I didn't take too many pictures. I did take a lot of food pictures. Most of the food I always took. That was always good. Yeah. So, this is one of the breakfast foods we had as well the day after. It's basically like cheese and tomato and like egg. It's not like a porridge. I don't know. I don't know what it was, to be honest. I don't know what you would call it, but it was really good. It was really fucking good. So, man, I want to go to Korea. I actually enjoyed my Korea trip more than the Japan trip. Now, there's a lot of caveats here, okay? There's a lot of caveats to this. One, obviously Spiky was there, so that made it infinitely better. Two, I think in general, though, I think I do like Korea a lot more for a couple of reasons that we'll go through as I kind of move through some of these pictures. But I think in general, I actually do like Korea more. And especially being an esports nerd, I do like Korea. Korea is a lot more nerdy in terms of games, while Japan is obviously a lot more nerdy in terms of anime and HoloLive and stuff like that. So it has its benefits for sure. For example, in Korea, there was a little PUBG store for PUBG Mobile. And there was just a fucking skate park behind it that was PUBG themed. And then a PUBG PC bang behind it. But it was like a mobile bang. So like, or mobile, if you don't know what PC bang is, it's basically like rentable PCs. So yeah, they had like one for PUBG as well in the back. And then yeah, they had like a whole skate park in the middle of fucking Korea with like the little crate from PUBG. And yeah, there were kids actually like skating and shit. Super interesting like collision of like,
fine,
you know,
I guess you are my
you have all the fucking cool ass skater bros and then also playing PUBG on their phone. Super interesting. So I want to go to Japan because mountains, I like hiking. That's reasonable. Fuji is fucking beautiful. FIFA, thank you for the 17 months. I appreciate it. So this is one of the first stops that we went to. Did I skate? No, I don't. One, I didn't have a board. Two, I technically don't know how to skate like properly. I would totally have been down to fucking fall on my ass though if I had a skateboard. But they didn't even have rental ones. It was literally just a skate park. Like it wasn't like an attraction or anything. It was just a fucking skate park that was themed like PUBG. So this is one of the first places we went to in Korea. And it was Sungsu. So Sungsu is like a big fashion street. So this is where we did a lot of shopping. I actually heavily regret not buying a lot of things here because there was a lot of cool clothes that I wanted to buy, but I didn't buy because I knew I had a Japan trip afterwards and I wanted to see how the clothes were in Japan. And frankly, I kind of actually like a lot of the Korean clothes. So I definitely should have fucking bought way more here. So next year, I'm definitely going to be buying a lot more here. And it's going to be expensive probably, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice. Hopefully the fucking won doesn't skyrocket. Because that would be awkward. They don't have mountains in Korea. Korea had a decent bit of mountains, but I mean, literally all of Japan is a fucking mountain. Like, like I didn't realize how hilly Japan was until I was like there. But yeah, so Sungsu was really cool. Lots of cool stores. The cool thing about Korean stores, like clothing stores are very much like an art exhibit in addition to a clothing store. And the best way I could like put this together is like, it basically like there will be lines going into stores and then there'd be like art installations in the stores. There'll be a store that I can really show you. But like nearly every Korean store is like also an art installation, in addition to a clothing store, which is kind of cool. So yeah, like Korea is really cool in that sense. But StarCraft's pretty big in Korea. Yeah, there's a gaming section here. But for example, like look, this store had like a fucking, what's it called? This store had like a giant fucking like sculptured like turtle here, right? And then the carpet was all like weird and special, and then like there were multiple floors that were all themed. There was like weird modern art everywhere. It was super interesting. It felt a little bougie, I'm gonna be real with you, but even the non-bougie stores, like the most visually impressive ones were like places that were basically, there was like glasses stores. And dude, the glasses stores, like all the walls were covered in fucking like LCD panels, putting like random arts and pretty views. And then there was like moss sections where like the area was covered in moss and it looked like a wilderness set. It was super fucking interesting, bro. Shopping in Korea is legitimately like peak because the stores are so fucking interesting while also shopping. And obviously there are areas where it's less interesting. Like there are stores where it's less interesting. It's more of a store. But in general, I would say a lot of the Korean stores, it was like an art exhibit with a limited amount of clothes, which made it easier to shop the clothes that were inside of it, but then also brought you into the store to be like, oh, this art kind of looks sick. And you go like, oh, this aesthetic is kind of cool. And then you're like, oh shit, this aesthetic, there's fucking cool ass clothes in here. Korea is very easy to like window shop at, I believe, is like the way I would phrase it. But hi Shade, hope you enjoyed your vacation. It was fucking a blast. It was a blast. But yeah, so yeah, every Korean store was like an art exhibit, kind of. It was interesting. And very easy to window shop because one, multi-floored buildings usually just had cafes. That was another very big, interesting quirk about Korea versus Japan. You could literally not go like, you were always within 3 minutes of cafe or like a coffee shop. In Korea, like, and sitting down. So it was kind of nice because you could just like, there's a lot of walking that we did in Korea, like a lot of fucking walking. But the nice part is it was offset by the fact that if we were ever tired, we could just walk into a restaurant or like a cafe, get like some tea, sit down and drink it. You know what I mean? And spend like 10 minutes there. If you're a coffee head, you'll definitely, I think, if you really like coffee and different drinks and stuff like that, you're definitely gonna enjoy Korea more. I think Korea had like a very, very big, interesting cafe culture, which was really cool. I don't like coffee, but they had plenty of tea there too. And I really liked it in general. In addition, the subway system in Korea is fucking incredible. The subway system in Korea is really nice. I think, so I come from America, obviously I live in America. In America, public transport is literally non-existent. You basically have to have a license to get around here and live. So Japan had pretty cool infrastructure because you could actually take public transport pretty reasonably and it wasn't super horrible. Korea is on a different fucking level where the public transport there is all like super, super like condensed and owned by one company and works really well. So you have like max like 3 lines at one location, but they all make sense. It really makes a lot of sense in Korea. Really easy to read, stupid, dummy, easy. Japan is getting better from what it was, but Japan's public transport is definitely like, I would say, a step below Korea quite a bit. And then America's in its own fucking world where we don't have a subway, unfortunately. So, yeah, but subways, super cool. Literally the whole trip, we were basically just taking subways. Within 1 day of Spiky showing me the subway system and explaining it, I was able to pick it up and do everything on my own, basically. So they have the new toilets that wash you after use. Yeah, bidets have been a thing in Asia for a long time. I'm gonna be real with you. Bidets, I'm not gonna be a bidet glazer. Like, everybody always talks about bidets and go like, oh yeah, bidets are like, they changed my fucking life, you know, because they like spray my ass when I take a shit. Or spray other parts when you take a piss. While I don't mind them, and I think they're quite nice, especially because usually they had like heated seats and a bunch of other factors like that, I won't like, I'm not saying it's like the best thing in the fucking world, okay? Like, it's nice, don't get me wrong. It is nice, and it does leave your butt feeling particularly clean. But I'm not like rushing out to get a bidet and like that's the fucking thing that stuck with me. I mean, like, I'm not saying like bidets are the thing that stuck with me, okay? Maybe it's because I just didn't use it enough, but like, you know, think of all the toilet paper. Yeah, you do save a decent bit on toilet paper, but I will say in America, a bidet would probably be a lot better. Now, this is going to go into our next topic of food. So in Korea, the food, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so before we get to this section, the food in America fucking destroys your gut.
Welcome
the food
back,
in Korea is fucking incredible and very basic. Korean barbecue is like literally just Korean food. Like, it's just, you get meat thrown in front of you, you grill the meat, you eat the meat with like a sauce, a lightweight sauce, maybe some garlic. You wrap it like in a lettuce leaf and you have some rice. That's it. There's like nothing fucking there. It's really healthy for you. It's really nice to eat. It's great. It's a fun experience. So my gut actually felt fucking amazing the whole time there. And I'll be honest, the things that bidets would be the nicest for didn't really... I didn't fucking shit my pants is what I'm trying to say here, okay? I didn't fucking shit my pants in Korea. It was like... The meals were very balanced. Same with like Japan for the most part, but Korea especially, the meals were extremely, extremely balanced to the point where I didn't really have to worry about like shitting my fucking pants. And if you shit your fucking pants, it would be nice to have a bidet, don't get me wrong. But I didn't really experience that. So I would say a bidet is probably nicer in America, but like in Korea, I feel like the bidets aren't really necessary. TBH. So implying you have soiled yourself in other countries. Not like shitting myself like purely, but like, you know, when it's not coming out, I don't want to describe a shit, but like when it's not fucking solid, bro. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. When it's not solid and you have diarrhea on your butt, a bidet would be nice. Okay, I'll say it. Okay. But hi Barn, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you. I'm a real shitter. I get you. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like when you have a nice proper poop, you don't really need much toilet paper anyways. When you have a fucking disaster because you ate some fucking Taco Bell in America and you got food poisoning, okay? Then a bidet would be nice because then your ass is all fucking messy, okay? So well, that's what I'm trying to say though. Like, with all the fucking fried shit and food poisoning that you get in America, a bidet would probably be nice because your ass is always fucking not the healthiest stools. But like, if in Korea, it's a lot easier, okay? It's a lot fucking easier to poop, okay? So, this is what I'm trying to say. Food delicious, though. Okay, so this is what I was saying, by the way, about Korean stores being an art installation. So, this is a fucking store, multi-story building, where this store is basically, this store is... The first floor was a sunglasses store that was collaborating with Mickey Mouse and F1. And it was like a sunglasses store. So they had all this like giant fucking Mickey with the glasses on. They had like a whole bunch of displays out, all to like advertise the like stuff on the second floor with like the glasses. The glasses were really fucking wild looking, obviously. They also had like these sculptures inside of it. Like this is all like a fucking like clothing store slash sunglasses store, and they have all this shit. So yeah, you could see like a bunch of crazy shit. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of crazy shit in these. So every Korean like store was kind of like an art installation, and we'll see a couple more. Once again, I didn't take too many pictures of a lot of them because I didn't end up like, once again, I was kind of just living in the moment, having fun. But you and Asia have vastly different food standards. Yeah, I'm just talking about from America. Like America is like, the fucking, your gut is not the healthiest, okay? Your gut is not the healthiest. So, yeah, so there was this, very cool. So yeah, this was like an art installation in a separate section of the store where it was like a hat store. So like you can see there's like a fucking hat on there on this like giant weird spine thing. That actually has some pretty sick hats. And there was a hat that I was tempted to buy, but it wasn't in a dark enough color. It was like a gray, but not like a good looking gray. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But it was really cute. It had like a braid and like cat ears and stuff like that. But yeah, so it was pretty cool, that area. Apparently there was this dog. There's a giant, so the size of that giant fucking Mickey, there was a dog there that like moved its head and like was a giant animatronic thing, which was pretty cool. We didn't get to see that because it had been replaced by fucking a giant Mickey Mouse wearing stupid ass sunglasses. But you know, it was cool. It was cool. So especially American chocolate. How do you make chocolate taste bad? Yeah, the chocolate there was very good in Asia and Japan. But yeah, so there was this giant fuck ass Mickey just standing out there, bruh. So yeah, pretty good. We also, there was a tea shop on the top floor too, sit down tea shop that also just had like insanely weird kind of artistic design. But once again, it was kind of cool. It was very cool walking around and seeing like all the different art and stuff, you know what I mean, along with shopping, kind of doing both at the same time. So it was nice. This is just a random street in Korea I took a picture of. I think we're gonna get to lol park photos. Oh, okay, here's the Korean barbecue photos a little bit. We had some Korean barbecue, as you can see. Very, very fucking yummy. It's just standard Korean barbecue. Had a what's called ginger highball. But yeah, you just fucking shove meat on there, bro. Fucking delicious, bro. We ate so much garlic. Me and Spiky, we ate so much fucking garlic. It was so delicious. Did you get a hug from Mickey? No, I did not go up to Mickey, bro. Mickey kind of mogged me. I'm gonna be real with you. Oh, this was one of those 3D screens. They didn't have like the 3D part active, but it's one of the ones on the side of the building where at a certain perspective, it looks like 3D. Pretty cool. Very, very cool. So glad to finally catch stream. Been mentioning the YouTube feed while you're on vacation. Do you know on until later? Love the content. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the what's it called? It was really awkward going on vacation after like marathon was popping so much because I didn't really want to, but also I was like scheduled, obviously. I'm happy I went, obviously, because I got to hang out with Spiky. And hopefully you guys stick around for both marathon and non-marathon content. You guys will get to meet some of my wives, some of my lovely ladies that I've met playing Marvel Rivals and streaming and stuff like that I'm always eternally grateful for. But yeah, so this was LOL Park, by the way. So this was like a League of Legends arena in the middle of Seoul, where you could like, they would stream live matches and stuff like that. A whole bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, so this was really cool. Also, Val, shut up. So when I say like Korea is more nerdy game-wise, it's very much it's very much nerdier. Like it's very much nerdier in the game style. Obviously big games like League of Legends and StarCraft are very popular there, and along with a bunch of different MMOs too. So yeah, there were no games active at the time. We kind of just stopped by the LOL Park real quick just to see it because what's it called? We just stopped by LOL Park real quick. But it was pretty cool. I took a lot of photos. This place is really cool. Obviously, I had the fucking man, the myth, the legend Faker himself right here. Very fucking cool. Very fucking cool. A lot of cool statues here from the different stuff. You had dripped out fucking Teemo, by the way. Dripped the fuck out Teemo. I will say, Korean fashion, pretty fucking peak. One of the best parts about Seongsu was just walking around and seeing all the people that, like, were walking around. It was very cool seeing everybody, what's it called? It was very cool seeing all the different fashion in Korea. I very much enjoyed the Korean fashion, so... another, what's it called? Another goat image of Faker here. Obviously Faker, very large in Korea, because he's the goat. Little Riot Games, the little Pengu. The LOL store, the Riot store wasn't open when we got there, too, unfortunately. It was only open midday, which kind of sucked. But there was also PC Bang there. PC Bang being the place where you can, like, rent PC time. It was about, like, $1 for an hour, more or less, which is actually a pretty good rate. And then you could, like, order food and stuff at the PC Bongs off the computer. Very cool. We did spend the night at T1 Base Camp, and we played at the PC Bong there, which is pretty cool. Oh, they had, like, little arts on the wall from different fans that showed up to, like, watch an LCK match, which is really cool. There's a lot of cool art on the wall in general at LOL Arena. Oh, shit. There you go. There was a lot of cool art on the wall. Like, there's this one. This is, like, a super cool, like, mural that got made on the wall with, like, a bunch of different characters and a bunch of different players and stuff like that. Really, really cool mural. And once again, the nerd part of me also probably prefers Korea, just because I think the esports stuff is a lot more... It's not that I don't like the HoloLive stuff, but, like, this stuff is, like, I think cooler to a degree. Like, I don't get me wrong, HoloLive is cool too. But, and as you'll see, I did spend a lot on HoloLive stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, this nerdy part in, like, esports is pretty close to my heart still. And it kind of got reignited a little bit when I was there. So, what's it called? We had giant Darius axe. You can also kind of see me in my fit a little bit. We had the giant Darius axe. From the most recent cinematic with Darius and Trundle. Like a life-size version of it. Very cool. Very, very fucking cool axe and shit. They had the jerseys from all the different Korean teams, which was really cool. Some other players like the Shy. Yeah, all the different jerseys for all the different Korean teams that are currently active for League specifically, which was cool. Let's see. We had some breakfast here. Insane breakfast over here. This shit was way too much food. I cannot believe that people were able to eat that. This was like a lemon pasta, which was really yummy. And then this is like a risotto, which was cool. So it was really good. It was really good. This was like a weird Squid Games exhibit outside of like a mall. The mall we went to for the video game history museum, which was actually really cool. But yeah, there was these weird ass statues up here. Pretty funny. I don't know what that kid's doing. He's in the position though. If I ever went to Korea, I'd spend my whole trip buying the cheaper computer parts there. I don't think Korean parts are actually not that much cheaper. I know in Japan, the parts are actually not that much cheaper, even though the yen is weak. So this was fucking cool as shit, by the way. A giant fucking Arthas statue in front of the video game museum. Holy fucking peak, by the way. Holy fucking peak. Actually so goddamn sick. Holy. As soon as I saw this, because like Spikey was like, yeah, it's the video game museum. And it was like kind of interesting. But then I saw the Arthas statue and I was like, yes, yes. And I'm really happy we went to the museum because there was a lot of really interesting stuff there. Like a lot of interesting stuff. So they're cheaper than America, cheaper than Europe. That's a good point. That is a good point. Europe is a good call. So yeah, it probably would be cheaper over there. It would probably be pretty cheap in Korea and stuff like that. Fly home a graphics card. So this is the first video game that they think was made on a cathode ray oscillograph, which is pretty cool. It basically was a very dumbed down version of Pong that was made on like a fucking spectrogram, basically, which is kind of cool. That was like a cool little bit of history. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then we went to a ramen fair. That was pretty cool. We went to a ramen fair where they had ramen modern art. There was also, dude, there was like this mac and cheese ramen at this ramen fair. that was like fucking dude, it had to have been so popular because by the time we got there, bro, there were people walking out with like 6 fucking boxes with like 12 packs stacked like six up, like just walking out of the ramen fair with like this mac and cheese ramen. We didn't get to try any because they sold out so fucking quickly apparently, but yeah, there was like people were buying the shit out of this fucking like mac and cheese ramen, which is really funny. But Spike, you got to try king crab ramen. That was really good. I did not mind it. It was okay, but yeah, king crab ramen, very good, very very good. And then this is the T1 base camp. We went to Hongdae and then base camp later at night because this is a 24-hour operation. So we eventually head into there. This is like the view from across the street, but we'll get to more photos later. I actually didn't take too many pictures in the base camp. I realized because I was just zonked out at that point, and we were playing games. But yeah. So this is Hongdae, one of the streets in Hongdae. Hongdae is basically like the kind of like nightlife slash I don't know, like hip section of the city, like entertainment section. A lot of clothes as well still, but there was like a lot of gacha stuff. Very touristy. I will say one thing about Korea, though in Japan in the touristy areas, you're just gonna see mostly tourists. In Korea, you actually did see a lot of mostly Koreans still, which is generally a good thing because if the Koreans are going there, then that means it's probably not like so touristy that it like drives away the locals. You know what I mean? Which is kind of another nice thing about Korea versus like Japan, for example. But Japan, Japan's very different, because there's a lot of people, in general. But I think I like this vibe a little bit more. And yes, I'm saying that as the foreigner. That's there too, but you know. But yeah, a really cool street. As you can see, like a really fucking colorful, very awesome looking street. A lot of people. There's like some cool clothing stores there that we did. Dude, Spikey and I went to a clothing store here. And like there were so many, I would have spent so much fucking money at this clothing store. It's called Koiseo. It was like this really cute kind of like Japanese ex-Korean like fashion. And dude, I shit you not, almost every single fucking item that Spikey and I wanted, including like a really cute cat ear beanie, and like a couple of cute tops and a couple of cute skirts, were all fucking out of stock, bro. Literally like at least 10 items that we both were like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then we look at it and it's like sold out. It's like, bro, are we serious? Including some really cool shoes. Oh, dude, it was so annoying. It was actually so fucking annoying. It pissed me the fuck off. So hopefully they'll be in stock next year, but I don't know, man. That shit sucked. I was really sad. Not only for my wife, but also for my fucking self, because I wanted to buy some shit, man. But yeah, it was like all out of stock, man. Like, welcome back, dude. Thanks for on. Hi. But yeah, so that fucking pissed me off, bro. Oh, dude, this is called Solving. Oh, dude, this shit is so good. So one, it was strawberry season in Korea. So strawberries were like the main item, like that you would see on like the fresh fruit, right? So a lot of strawberry themed stuff. Bro, Solving is basically like really, really finely shaved ice mixed with like a bunch of other shit. But like instead of like shitty syrups that you get like Kona ice or anything like that, it was like shaved flavored ice and like shaved ice, and then you had like this fresh fruit puree mixed on top, or Spikey had like this almond paste stuff with it. Super fucking good, bro. Oh, it was so good. By far my favorite dessert. Like, it was so good because the ice made it so it wasn't super sweet, but it was still like sweet because you had like the strawberries and stuff that were like really fresh. And then you pour like condensed milk on it too. Oh, dude, it was so good. Solving was so good. There's another Solving too, but yeah, super good. This is the T1 base camp. This is the PC bang that we hung out at. Basically, you go down to like the basement, and then there's like a whole fucking like set of like a lot of PCs. There was some T1 merch that I was tempted to get, but they were out of the faker jacket, so it's kind of like,
I guess you are my little champ.
The regular jacket they had was pretty cool, but it's also fucking expensive. Shit, thank you for the 24 months, 2 years. Holy. Thank Thank you, Shade. I appreciate it. But yeah, T1 base camp, very cool. I didn't take many photos. I didn't take any fucking photos inside of it, I realized. I'm a bit of a chud. But once again, I was just kind of living in the moment, hanging out with friends. So, but it was a very cool place. Lots of really cool, like, art glazing Faker, obviously. Lots of really cool art glazing T1 in general. It was super fun. And yeah, we played some Deadlock over there. We didn't win a single game. We played some Marvel Rivals. We didn't win a single game. Classic. So in Korea, I had missed the cherry blossoms. They were kind of blooming, but they weren't like full bloom yet. I was basically like a week too early for cherry blossom season in Korea. And then in Japan, I was like a week too late. It was kind of fucking awful. I still got some good cherry blossom pictures, but not like peak bloom time. But, oh, Val, you probably know what this is. I forget what this is. It's like a sauce. The best way I describe it, it's like a smoked sauce almost. It looks kind of weird. Yeah, what Val said in chat. This stuff was pretty good though. It was a little hard to eat all of this because it was like a very strong, almost like smoked sauce. But it was still pretty good. It was still pretty good. I enjoyed it. I forget the name, but it was good. Yeah, it was the Chinese restaurant. So, oh, here's another. So we went to another street. I forget the name of said street, in the area we were in. But yeah, we walked out of the subway and there was a building that said short bus and a cock on the side of it. So that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I cannot believe there's this, like, okay. Our theory, Maximo, thank you for follow. Welcome, Whelper. Our theory, there's no way that this is not like somebody that speaks English making a funny joke, right? Surely it was either like a sex club, like a gay sex club, or like some other, like, why is there a short bus sign next to the cock sign? You know what I mean? I feel like it's too coincidental for somebody not to be like playing a prank, but yeah, short bus cock. There you go. Pretty funny. So this area we went to, this area was really cool. And in one of the highlights of the trip, probably, in Korea, we walked down this like set of alleyways where there was like a bunch of like cafes slash bakeries slash like restaurants that were all really coolly decorated. Like you could see, for example, there's like water and shit. And then like you walk out onto like the area and it's like got cool. A really cool looking cafe, and that was like not the only one. Like there was this one that had like a standing fog at the bottom, which was really cool. And you had like, you know, had all this green shit, and these are just like fucking cafes, you know what I mean? A bunch of cafes in like a really small area. There's like alleyways in between them, so you can see not a very big alleyway in between them, in between these buildings, but like a lot of really cool shit along here. Really well decorated buildings. It kind of felt like when you have like a Minecraft server and you have like, you know, a city block in the Minecraft server where I'll have like one person building, you know, like a really nice and natural looking house, and then you'll have somebody building a really modern looking house, and then you'll have somebody building like a weeb ass house, you know what I mean? Like it kind of reminded me of something like that with how close the buildings were and like how small the alleyways in between them were. It was really fucking cool. It was a really cool place. So, but yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, like this is another view of the alleyway. Kind of fucking sick, bro. Kind of fucking cool. But can you tell me where the Korean gay sex club is for research purposes? So the reason why so originally we're like, I think somebody just put up a sign that says cock because it's funny. We slightly doubted that when there was a very flamboyant man with another man that were definitely very drunk and probably gay. And they came down the street walking when we were drinking later at night, and they were like yapping to everybody. So we were like, maybe it is a gay sex club. maybe it is like a, you know, maybe it is that, but I don't know. We never went to go check it because, yeah, it was getting late by that time. But the Korean subways and the Japanese subways both closed at around like 12, which is kind of surprising. I figured for a city with like insane nightlife, the subways would be open longer. But I guess there's just usually not enough people. In Japan, I feel like there's definitely enough people to use it to make it worth it. But in Korea, I guess, like, you could argue And I think they're open longer on the weekends and stuff like that. But yeah, I was surprised at how not late they opened. But oh yeah, so this is like a little bakery, bro, and they had like tables, like a giant fucking stone marble table with like plants growing in the middle, and like there was also like a bunch of cool like grass and shit over here, bro. Like I don't know, man, this shit was kind of weird. It was kind of interesting that like there was just so much decoration for just like a random bakery. You know what I mean? It was really cool. And then like the waterfall flowed into like a little pond that was out in the front. Super fucking interesting. Super fucking interesting. I will say another thing that I'll bring up now. Another nice thing about Korea is Korea was very like high tech. You had basically electronic payment everywhere. You had tap everywhere. You had English translations on nearly every menu. You had like a lot of different, what's it called? Like it was very modern. You know what I mean? Versus Japan, where Japan isn't very modern. Or so foundationally, Korea was very modern. Their subway system was built very well. The language was built very well. Electronics are integrated very well. Versus Japan, where the modern shit was tacked on top of very old shit. And there's still a lot of Japan that is not like, what's it called? There's still a lot of Japan that isn't quite modern. And they're stuck on, like, they still fax in Japan, like, very commonly, which is very weird. So there's, like, a lot of weird shit in Japan that's, like, old and outdated. Like, English menus, not very common. English translations, not very common. In Korea, it was hard-pressed to not find a place where you could make some sort of that. Korea's more recently developed nation. Exactly. That's the big thing, obviously. But Japan's also very conservative in a lot of their views and stuff like that. And Korea is too, to a great degree. But yeah, it's a very more recently developed nation. Like Uber was very integrated there too. What made you want to become a VTuber? Hang out and meeting new people. Meeting and hanging out with new people. So this is a sushi place that we went to in that like cool little district. They had like a really nice sushi place. There was makgeolli, which is like a rice, like a creamy rice wine almost. Rice wine, which was pretty yummy. It was very, very delicious. I learned that I normally don't like alcohol. And I think, one, I've grown a bit to like alcohol a little bit more. Like, my taste buds have changed a little bit. But also, I think I do just, in general, like, not American alcohol. Like, I tried beer in Korea, and I really liked it. Same with Japan. Not really liked it, but, like, it was way more bearable. And, like, sake and soju and shochu, all very good. So I think we might do like more drinking streams. I might just get like beers here, and then, you know, it might be actually fun. But yeah, so that was a fun little thing. A lot of this was salmon. In Korea, they had a lot of salmon. Not much tuna, which kind of sucked. Not much tuna, because I'm a big tuna head. These are highballs, green apple highballs, which is really yummy. We had those. This is another like cafe. That was pretty cool. There were like cats outside said cafe, which is pretty good. But don't drink, dude. That's poisonous. No, dude. I'm gonna drink a beer and play ranked Marvel Rivals. Oh, wait. No, that's you, Zermwhale. And then you threw my games. So yeah, there was like another area where it's like a rainforest themed cafe and shit. Rainforest cafe, eat your heart out. But like, yeah, just in that random area, which is pretty cool. There were cats. There were cats roaming around this area. That was actually fucking peak. The store that we had, the store that we had in those like melon highballs in was really nice, because we had they also had like cat food in there, so there was like a bunch of cats that were walking around. Sadly, none of the cats came up, and we did not like get to pet it. But yeah, there were cats roaming the alleyway, which was very cool. Oddly specific, do we have spam foods because spam is extremely popular in Korea? No. Now there is a reason why. Because I eat spam normally. I like spam. Growing up from Hawaii and having what's it called, a Filipino mom, I actually fuck with spam. I like spam, like, a lot. Spam's pretty good. So I wasn't really looking for spam in Korea, but yeah, spam is decently popular there. But the places we were eating at did not have it, but he's another cat. There were multiple cats. It was kind of cute. Dude, the cats were, like, crawling around on the rooftops, too. Like, aw, dude. It was so good. It was so good. They were so cute. I'd imagine like the plot of like a Warriors book. If anybody ever read those, it was like the cats book that like they'd roam around in. Super fun too. It was like a little Warriors cats books. You know what I mean? But this is like another section of that alleyway. It was like just after it rained. Very cool looking alleyway. Let's get a very aesthetically pleasing. What's it called? Very incredibly pleasing area to walk around. Like everything was very beautiful. Very, very, very pleasing to walk around. It was like a very nice area, which is cool. So, this is where we go to like downtown Seoul-ish. We get to see some stuff. Another one of those 3D screens. They weren't doing any 3D, so we didn't do it. We were gonna see the Han Palace. Right? Very cool. Very like old palace in Korea. Unfortunately, though, it was fucking closed on the Tuesday that we tried to go to. It was closed one day of the week, and it happened to be the Tuesday that we moved the day to. So that was a little unfortunate. So we didn't actually get to go inside and see. But, oh well, we'll do that next year. We saw a K-pop band that was, like, recording. That was kind of neat. So our assessment was that these K-pop guys probably wasn't super popular. They probably weren't a super popular group, but they had some motion, it seemed, because like they had a nice camera guy. You can see the director with the camera guy there. It was very funny because the director was dressed in like the most like, he had a white t-shirt and like fucking basketball shorts on, but then everyone else is like dripped the fuck out. It was pretty funny. But there's a king who was 12 inches tall, terrible king, great ruler, good one. Oh, and then there was this photo. This is another banger photo. You have the American embassy with a giant fucking eagle and a flag in the heart of Korea, right across from the guy who created the Korean language. And dude, like the fucking American embassy is like armed to the fucking teeth, and like there's armed guards and shit like that, and there's like a lot of crazy shit. And then there's just like the French embassy at like a door down that's just like casually just a random ass fucking building all right next in the heart of Korea. Fucking crazy looking, but pretty funny picture. Yeah, here's another photo of the dude, the man. Yeah, so like the Korean, or not, the French embassy was like this little section of the building. Like that's how big it was, just right next to the American embassy. No gates, no guards, just chilling, which is pretty funny. Was there an Irish embassy? Probably, but not that I saw. I only saw the French one. So, and then in Japan, I saw the Italian one. Or no, yeah, it was Italian. So, this is like one of the main buildings there, like I think a government building. But architecture in Korea, very cool. You had a lot of like old architectural methods like this. Like the roof is very like inspired by old school architecture. But then you have like more modern materials and construction. Very cool. Very, very cool architecture in Korea. I would say arguably better than Japan. There should be another photo. Here's another photo of the fucking embassy, by the way. Very funny. Very, very funny. Oh, here's another photo of the K-pop dude. You can see, yeah, so this is the director dude. You can see, he's just in like a fucking casual shirt with like some fucking shorts and like, you know, goofy ass shoes, versus like, you know, the K-pop group that he's directing for, that's just like dripped the fuck out. It's really funny. It's a really funny thing, but yeah, it was kind of cool watching them do their whole routine. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool that we saw them. So yeah, here's like another thing. Like there's this like an old ass watchtower next to the palace. I was just in the middle of the streets because they don't want to like tear this down, obviously, because it's very historical, but the city popped up around it. So you have like this very historical, pretty looking building next to like modern shops and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Very cool. Very, very cool. We went to a Studio Ghibli themed cafe. That was cool. It was a really nice building. They had some really nice food there. So a lot of bakery stuff. So you had like, you know, like honey and yogurt and stuff like that. You had some other random shit, you know, very yummy. This thing was really good. It had like cream inside of it with like a strawberry on top. This was salt bread, but garlic. Oh, so good. So fucking good. Very delicious. Very delicious. This was like one of the restaurants next to the Studio Ghibli Cafe. Very cool looking restaurant. Right here. I think it was just like Korean food, but yeah, really cool looking place. Really, really cool looking place. You have some like cherry blossoms. I bet when like the cherry blossoms fully bloom, this place looks sick as shit. But yeah, they were still blooming. Yeah, very cool looking restaurant next to it. Oh, this is funny. Got like this ad. Let's see if the resolution increases. There we go. There's this ad in downtown where like, I'm pretty sure his head is photoshopped on. So like, to be honest, maybe that's just like a false assumption. I'm like 90% sure his head is photoshopped on, but who knows? Maybe he is just jacked like that. But very funny advertisement. I don't know what the fuck it says, but yeah, very funny advertisement with just a fucking jacked out. This is what a whelper looks like right here. We need to get a whelper edit where the whelper's head is on like a jackass body like this. The weakest Kathwrynn viewer. There you go. Weakest whelper. Cool architecture as well. Another bit of cool architecture. Here I kind of remember to take more pictures because I was stupid before and I wasn't taking many pictures. So I took more pictures towards the like later end of the trip. But yeah, very cool architecture with like the like risen standing building on top. That was really cool. And then you had these like cool arches along the side. Very, very neat. Very, very neat. This was like a museum. I believe this is like maybe this is something else. Either way, this area was really cool like architecture again. We went to like a museum of modern art in Korea. We went through like art, the history of art in Korea. That was like a really cool set of exhibits. Oh, this is a penis plant. It is in bloom, as you can see. Or this is like a juvenile penis plant. There's a fully bloomed penis plant later, that we saw. But by the way, I don't know what this is. It's just like some fucking dirt, I guess, to maybe help something grow. But it does look like a penis plant. It does look like a penis grew right out of the earth, which is pretty funny. There was this whole cool thingy. Oh yeah, here's a penis plant fully bloomed. Here we go. Penis plant fully bloomed. I love the smell of penis plant in the spring. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, look at this fucking wild ass Baskin Robbins. Really cool, like traditional Korean building, and then it's got a fucking Baskin Robbins in it. Pretty funny. And then there's like a Zootopia themed cafe right next to it. Specifically Zootopia. Kind of a banger pick right here, I'm not gonna lie. Very banger. This is like a street that we walked down to go to like a perfume shop, which was really cool. So this is the entrance to the perfume shop that we went to. This perfume shop, I don't normally like a lot of perfumes. This place had so many good perfume scents. It was amazing. I actually bought a scent from there. But yeah, like they had a shit ton of perfume scents in here. Like I said, every Korean store is like an art exhibit. So, you know, going inside, you had this like very interesting design. Which is really cool. And then the whole second floor after the first floor was like art exhibits of some freaky shit. In addition to, what's it called? It was like an art exhibit in addition to like selling merch and stuff like that. And then the third floor was a giant mirror room, which was really cool. But yeah, so very interesting store. Very cool. There's actually a signing book there too. So if you ever find this store, you might be able to find my signature. Maybe. Oh, we had some like steaks there when we were in downtown Korea. I think this place was called like Hot Steak or something like that. That was pretty yummy. Very, very nice. They had Pepsi. Very, very delicious food. Very, very delicious. And then we went on a river cruise. That was really cool. The river cruise was very sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody, in a rare bit of vandalism, probably from some fucking American that visited, somebody scribbled in 6-7 on the at the table where you had to like fill in your information at the river cruise. So that was pretty funny. There was a lot of 6-7s I saw, but I only remember to take a picture of this 6-7. So there you go. Yeah, so really cool river cruise views of Seoul. Downtown Seoul, like somewhere in this photo, there's a mall that's 14 stories tall, by the way. Next year, Spiky and I are planning to do a lot of shopping at said mall. Next year, and it'll be very peak. It'll be very peak doing that. I'm very excited for that, but yeah, lots of really cool photos on the river. Very nice river cruise. I'm gonna be real with you. Very, very relaxing, very cool. Was very nice. It was very nice. This is where I'll get a little sappy because like at this point, like, man, Spiky, I'm so happy I know Spiky. She's actually so fucking nice and so like, I don't know, she's such a good friend. I'm really happy I got to meet her. She actually like gave me so much fucking inspiration to do a lot of stuff. Whether it be hanging out with more people or taking care of myself a little bit better or pushing forward to continue grinding with you guys. Spiky was like the perfect person to go on to vacation with. Because yeah, she's just such a nice person and so fucking amazing. I'm legit so lucky to know her, and she's actually so incredibly talented. I fucking love Spiky a lot. She's really cool. She's actually so fucking cool. So, I miss her. She's still in Korea, and I'm very sad because it's gonna be like another 3 weeks until we can fucking play Deadlock again, and that makes me really sad. But I fucking love hanging out with Spiky. She's so fucking cool. I'm not like, you know, my life is pretty good. I can't complain about it too much. But there's definitely a degree of like unhappiness I have in my life about certain aspects of it. And Spiky, going out with Spiky, it really just let me feel like a normal girl. You know what I mean? And it was just nice. You know what I mean? Going out shopping with her, and she's super nice. I fucking love Spiky so much. And it was exactly the type of trip I needed. You know what I mean? It made me so unbelievably happy. Unironically, easily probably my most favorite memory in life. One of the highest. Like, it was unironically one of my favorite, most cherished memories going forward in life. She's so incredible. I'm so lucky to know her. And yeah, I love Spiky so much. She's so cool. Okay, off the sappy pictures to some real artistic photos, okay? Really artistic photos here. Very cool, very cool. And then this photo I fucking cooked with. This is legit one of the best photos I've ever taken in my life. I'm gonna be real with you. The fucking framing with the pole in the corner, the fucking cars, the city in the background, the cherry blossoms. Oh! Oh! And you feel like a normal girl already? I just haven't had the opportunity to make many, like, friends that are girlfriends, so to speak. So, you know, being able to, like, go out shopping with Spiky and be a girly girl with her and go fucking shopping was just really nice. You know what I mean? A lot of the whelpers will tell you that I'm definitely not, like... I'm not, like, the most traditional girl. You know what I mean? Like, in the way I speak, my voice is, like, a little deeper. I say bro a lot. You know what I mean? Like, this is how it is. And Spiky and I don't know. She's just, like... We just meshed so quickly, and she's actually just so amazing. I'm so happy to know her. I'm actually just so fucking happy to know her. She is so cool. This is a bar we went to later at night too, which is really cool. But tomboy, yeah, kind of along the lines of tomboy for sure. I'm gonna buy an apartment. I just live at home because fuck spending money on an apartment when I could just live in the basement. These are the drinks that we had. Very nice drinks. These little crisp things were really nice. They were delicious. And then this was another random street, which was funny. So, and then we had like Korean barbecue with like duck meat. Dude, this was probably the best meal of the trip. This duck meat was so fucking good, bro. One, shout out to the garlic. Me and Spiky ate so much fucking garlic on this trip. But like, dude, the amount of fucking meat here, bro. Oh, it was so good. I was just eating so much duck, bro. It was so good. It was so good. This is easily my favorite meal, Louis. It was this fucking duck, basically. So the photo you cooked with it had a pre-sale for an apartment. Yeah, I can't fucking read Korean, bro. I cannot read it. You bring back a K-pop idol. Hi, Polo. I did not. You know, I actually am not into K-pop, which is funny. That's like one thing. If I was into K-pop, Korea would probably be really cool. But oh, and then this is like another street that I went down later at night. Really cool fucking photo after everything shut down. Fucking fire photo here. Very, very good. Very, very good. So, oh, and then we had sobing here. This was fucking delicious. More sobing. This was a matcha strawberry with like cheesecake squares. Oh, so fucking good. This is like a rocky road. Sobing. Oh, so good, bro. So fucking good. This is actually like one of the best fucking desserts ever made. I'm gonna be real with you. So good. And then you squeeze like condensed milk over the top of it. Oh, so good. So fucking good. But yeah, so that marks the end of the Korea trip. I already went on about Spiky, but yeah. I mean, I'm so lucky to know Spiky. She's so fucking cool, man. She's so cool. She's so talented. I'm so happy to know her. She is literally the best. Can we get a shout out to Spiky? She's very funny. She's also another streamer. What's it called? She is very talented artist. She is super nice, super kind. We love playing Deadlock together. I mean, I try to glaze Spiky a lot because she's amazing. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Spiky is so fucking cool. Spiky is so fucking amazing. R34? Yeah, get ready. You're gonna see. When we get to Japan, I will say one boring thing about Korea. Korea did not have many good cars. Korea cars were all like just the ones that they made there. Like there were not very many interesting cars. Occasionally you'll see like a Bentley, but that was like probably the most interesting car. I miss Spiky. I miss Spiky too. I miss Spiky so much. I can't wait to play more Deadlock with her. I actually miss her so much. But, you know, eventually when she comes back, I'm going to spawn camp her and kidnap her into a Deadlock. So I will be doing that as soon as she gets back home. But yeah, so Japan trip time started. The first leg of my Japan trip was mostly spent just hanging out with my family in their like suburbs area. I didn't go into Tokyo until like the last 4 or 3-ish days of my trip. But the first day when I got there, we got conveyor belt sushi. Very yummy. Ended up eating a lot of fucking sushi. It was very good. Melon soda. I had a melon soda too. Best thing about Japan, melon sodas. Oh, dude. The fact that like, you can't really get melon soda in the States makes me very sad because melon soda is so fucking good, bro. Melon soda is actually fucking delicious. I love melon soda. So yeah, melon soda, really good. Let's see. We had we went to a ramen place for lunch. It was this little like hole in the wall shop that literally only sat 6 people at a time. Okay? And I shit you not, bro. This was a small. This shit was a small, bro. Look how big this plate is. Yeah, the unholy amount of portion sizes. Like this this fucking katsu plate is huge, bro. It was so good though. The curry was so fucking delicious, and the katsu was so fucking delicious. But bro, this was a small and I could barely fit it, and I was not able to eat for like the rest of the day because I was so fucking stuffed. I felt so fucking fat coming out of that building. And it's like literally run by like 2 old dudes and then their like daughter or something, or like an old dude and an old lady. They like the guy is like kind of a slightly disgruntled chef, while the old lady is nice and constantly piling food on your plate, even though you're like, no more. Yeah, I mean, like, please no. And she'll just like add an extra scoop of like just everything. And this is a fucking small, bro. They go up to larges there. It was actually insane, but it was actually literally the best curry I've ever fucking had. I'm gonna be real with you. That shit was so good. That shit was so good. It was so fucking delicious. Yeah, and then we went to a location to get some pictures of the cherry blossoms. My brother knew a spot. But first off, we gotta look at some of the fancy cars that we saw. For example, we got a Supra. Very nice. We had a Silvia. Ooh, the Silvia was nice. I was happy to see a Silvia. That was pretty fucking cool. Very, very nice Silvia. And then a Skyline. Now, I believe this Skyline looked weird. We couldn't figure out exactly what Skyline it was, because I think it has a Silvia front and I think it is a 33 because it looks kind of ugly out of all the Skylines. I'm pretty sure it's a 33. It's definitely not a 32. It could be a weird body kit 32 or 34 though. It is possible. It could also be like a fucking 30. I think those exist too. I'm not really sure what it was, but yeah, another Skyline though, which is really cool. And then here's some cherry blossom pics. So yeah, we were slightly past prime cherry blossom season, unfortunately. So these pictures could have been a lot better had there been like, you know, had it been prime cherry blossom season. But obviously the pictures still turned out pretty fucking incredible. I'm gonna be real with you. Pretty big fan of this one. That was a really nice photo. Another kind of cherry blossom photo here. This one's less good. The other one was really nice. This one also really nice in my opinion. Lots of cherry blossom photos here. Didn't get too many more cherry blossom photos after this, so these photos are kind of like all you're gonna get a little bit. But oh, this one's a really nice one too with the pole there for the composition. Very nice, very nice. This one's also really good with the road. I really like taking photos of like curved roads like this. This is a really beautiful area for like the cherry blossoms. When my brother said he knew a spot, he was not fucking kidding, bruh. He was not kidding about knowing a good spot for cherry blossom photos. Oh, this one's really cool because it has a natural curvature of the road too. I was really proud of this photo as well. Really proud. I should have grabbed some water, bro. But it's fine. My voice is getting a little scratchy. Maybe I go get some water real quick. How bad is it? How bad is the voice right now? The only thing I have hydrating right now is a Pepsi. So, you know, not probably the best for hydrating. But here, we'll leave it on this photo and I'll go get some water, okay? So we can continue yapping. But yeah, I'll be back real quick, okay? But yeah, really nice photo too with the car there. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Wait. A little bit better. Though I think my voice is just moderately cooked, maybe. TBH. Yeah. Really nice photo, this one. Really nice photo. A little close-up shot of some of the cherry blossoms. Also quite nice. This is like a random area in Japan with some cherry blossoms as well. And kind of some of the suburby area. We went down to like, so originally I was gonna meet Spiky in Japan too for a day because she was also going to Japan, but what's called flight ended up getting canceled, unfortunately. So we did not end up getting to spend another day. I will say I was kind of really close to fucking bawling my eyes out when I was saying goodbye to Spiky in Korea. Like as soon as I got into the taxi to go home, or back to my apartment, or not apartment, hotel, I started fucking crying. So much so the Uber driver was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." Yeah, I was kind of fucking bawling because I was having such a good time hanging out with Spiky. But part of the bawling was held back. Like, I wasn't bawling in front of her as much because I was like, "Oh, we're gonna meet in fucking Japan in a day, and then I can bawl." But unfortunately, yeah, then we did not end up getting to meet in Japan. So probably for the best, honestly, because yeah, I would have been probably crying pretty hard. Because yeah, like once again, spending time with Spiky was literally probably some of the best moments in my life. And I was really fucking sad. I was really sad leaving because it was such a great week. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, this day was the day that I was supposed to meet up with Spiky in Japan, but we ended up once again not doing it. So I went out with my family and we just had like a chill day. I worked on some YouTube stuff, and stuff like that. So, which was cool. But you know, we went to like a sushi place / served like multiple courses of sushi meals. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what the fuck these things are. I think this is like tofu, as like an appetizer. So that was kind of yummy. I got like a random fish platter of different sushi. I did eat everything except for the fucking head. I was not brave enough to eat the head. Now I'm gonna be real with you. But everything else was pretty good. Pretty decent sushi. This tail was also a little weird. I didn't eat this end of the tail. I cut it off like right here. But that was good. Came with like a weird, like jello-y paste thing. I don't really know what it was. It was like a weird jello that was kind of eggy that had like mushrooms and other stuff in it. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was kind of yummy. Yeah, like I don't I don't know what this shit was, bruh. It was pretty good though. It was pretty good. And then there was like a very fishy miso soup. I didn't really drink all of it / eat all of it because I don't really like when something tastes fishy. And this tasted very fishy. And I drank like a good amount of it. Because one, it's good for your health, and two, I didn't want to like be rude. So I did drink like a good amount of it, but yeah, it was a very fishy miso, and there was like a lot of fish bones and stuff like in there. So it was interesting. But and then this is like a coffee gelatin for dessert with like some whipped cream on top, which is really good. They also had like freshly squeezed apple juice, or like not squeezed, but it was kind of squeezed. They had like fresh apple juice there too that you could like get refills of, which is really nice. So I had some like fresh apple juice with that. It was very yummy. Another random street in Japan, very cool kind of looking area, more suburby. But we also went to a park in that area. We walked around in a park, so I took some good photos there. This is like a pretty good photo. I'm pretty proud of this one. There's another good cinema photo. Yeah, this is one of the good cinema photos. Very nice shot composition, I feel like. Very nice location to take a photo. Yeah, it's a very nice looking park. Very nice looking park in Japan. It had like this whole river, or like not river, like pond, lake thing, which was nice. Very big pond. But it was a nice spot. It was a very nice spot. A little bit of a wider shot for that. It was cool. Another shot of the pond. There were some fucking fish down here. There's like a koi fish that were just like trying to eat. They were like sucking in the rain and stuff and eating the petals. It was kind of funny. Yeah, pretty cool. More fish pictures. It was funny because they were like kind of begging us for food, it looked like, but you're not supposed to feed them, and we didn't have any food. So oh, so this is another really good photo I thought I did. Two vending machines with a cherry blossom in the back. I will say vending machines in both Korea and Japan peak. Japan way more peak because there was a lot more. In Korea, you didn't really ever carry a drink with you and drink on the street. In both Korea and Japan, it's not very common to find trash cans on the street. Japan, a little bit more so, because usually these trash cans will have like a place to put bottles in. But yeah, in terms of normal trash cans, they didn't really have them. So you wouldn't really walk around with your food like you would in the US, like what with a snack in your hand or like, you know, a drink in your hand. You kind of just, you know, sit down at a cafe and drink your stuff and then you don't take it with you. You know what I mean? Especially because if you say that you're sitting down in a cafe, they'll give you like a glass. Now, if you do to go, they'll give you like a plastic container, but they'll specifically like give you a glass that you can't take with you, obviously, when you say you're going to sit in. So you got to finish your drink there before you can continue moving on. So, So this was an interesting place. This was a collection of a bunch of really old fucking vending machines. Like really, really old vending machines in Japan. Ranging from like coffee makers to like breakfast makers to ramen dispensers. A lot of really crazy vending machines. And they were all surrounding a tire shop. So for some reason, this regular tire shop just had like a massive collection of old vending machines. And you could see all the papers in the top. These are all like fortune papers that you would get from one of the vending machines. And they've just like tied them all around the rafters. Very interesting place. Very, very interesting place. Just a shit ton of vending machines everywhere. Some working, some not working. But yeah, it was all just at a tire place for some reason. You could buy like used tires and stuff like that there. So it's super interesting. But yeah, kind of a cool spot. Another random area kind of by the coast of Japan. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking area. Nice little street view. This is one of the foods we ate in Japan. Now you may look at that and go like, that looks like American food. It was at an American themed cafe. Because basically my nephew, we had just gotten back from my nephew's like opening ceremony for high school. And yeah, since he wanted to go out to this place, it was obviously like his day. So I was like, yeah, of course. So we went out to this place. It's fried chicken with mac and cheese on top of it. Dude, the mac and cheese was so fucking delicious. And the fried chicken was also fucking delicious. I have no doubt that this tastes better than if you were to make that here in the States most of the time. But yeah, it was really good. Really good fries. Really, really good fried chicken and what's it called? Mac and cheese. Very yummy. Very yummy meal. Yeah, it was like a little American themed cafe called like Lucy's Bakery and Bar or whatever. And yeah, they had a whole bunch of like very classic pies. Yeah, welcome to California. It was all dressed up like, you know, a California
Fine. I guess
kind of bar, which is funny, but cool. Thank you for the 8 months. Oh, she's back. Hi. I missed you guys. But yeah, so that was kind of funny. Nice little place. We went to a giant rest stop on the side of the road. They had like a Calbee kitchen. So Calbee is like a popular like snack brand in Japan. And in a lot of like popular stores, they'll have these like Calbee kitchens where they basically take like a normal Calbee item. For example, these are pizza potato chips and they like deck them out. So they made pizza potato chips, but then they also have actual pizza toppings on top of them. It's like cheese and pepperoni. It wasn't that great. I'm gonna be real with you, a bit of tourist trap, but it was like pretty yummy. You know what I mean? It wasn't terrible. The regular like potato chips that they make are really good. So it was, you know, throwing on like cheese and stuff like that wasn't too bad. So, but that was pretty yummy. This is the first day that we enter Tokyo. So I was in Tokyo for about 4 days, I believe. Out of the 8 days I was in Japan. So 4 days in Tokyo. We start at like the shrine, in the middle of Tokyo. And I will say one of the coolest things I think about Japan is the Shinto Buddhism that they run. Because Shinto Buddhism is kind of like not super strict and it leads to really cool things like really nice public parks kind of like this. It's not a park, it's a shrine, but it's like a really nice area to go out and just in the middle of Tokyo. Like, did I take like photos? This is in the middle of fucking Tokyo, bro. You could not hear any city sounds because the tree line was so thick and like beautiful. there were no city sounds at all. And you could not see the city through all this. It was just like a green park. It was really nice. And honestly, would be super nice to be able to go to like a place like that in the States. You know what I mean? Super nice place. Super nice area. A very large area too. There was a shrine. This is the shrine area, but then there's also a park area. The shrine area, obviously you're not supposed to go off to the side. It's like sacred and yada yada and all that. But, you know, it's pretty cool. These are aging sake. So these are actively being aged at this moment. And they regularly will like put a new barrel up as it goes. So yeah, aging sake, very cool. These are the decorated barrels. These are like uber special. And then you have these barrels, which are basically aging sake for like, you know, paid celebrations and stuff inside the shrine and all that. But basically, like, a big thing about aging the sake here, you want to age it in a shrine because it soaks up all the like spiritualism and stuff, from my understanding. So kind of cool. Seeing all these aging barrels out in the open. This is one of the buildings. I think one of like the office buildings in the shrine. Pretty cool looking. Very well upkept. This is a photo from inside the park that was next to the shrine. With some nice flowers and stuff like that. Some cherry blossoms in the background. Not terrible. Another view from the shrine. You know, once again, just really incredible that this is the middle of Tokyo. You know what I mean? Middle of like one of the densest cities. Just this beautiful in nature. Oh, really cool like side street because we walked around the whole park because we went out the wrong exit. So we had to walk all the way back around. It was pretty nice though. I got this really cool shot, I think, showing down the street. Tokyo, obviously very walkable. Korea, more walkable, I'd argue, but Tokyo is also quite walkable, especially when you take into account the subways and stuff like that. Both very good, very nice. That's like the nicest thing about Asia, I would say, or like those two countries specifically. Being able to like hang out. Being able to hang out during the day and not have to like drive around was so nice. Like having, I don't know, it's such a buzzkill if you go shopping in the US. Unless you're at a mall, you can't really like walk around. You know what I mean? You have to drive around and get involved in all that shit because there's no public transportation. Versus like, you know, in Japan, we went from the fashion city to like another fashion city block, and there was just so much to do and so much to walk around in. Walkable cities are really fucking nice is what I'm trying to say, and fuck America for not having walkable cities. But more pictures from inside the shrine / park area. Very, very pretty. Oh, this dude was outside of Harajuku, rather. I always say that one wrong, but yeah, there was a dude in a fucking playing some instruments, which is cool, but they're just overcrowded. What, in America? Nah, most of our like actual walkable cities are pretty fucking trash comparatively. Like, you could argue New York and like some of the other cities like that, but compared to like, they're not walkable. You know what I mean? They're still not walkable to the same degree that like Asian cities are. Like, it's just it's so different. Not only like dealing with like, you know, people doing fucking drugs on the side of the street, but like, I don't know, man, the layout just makes so much more sense in Asia, which is insane to say because there's like 9-story buildings. But yeah, Asia does like dense population stuff well, while a lot of like dense popular American cities are kind of fucking trash. So this is a one photo I got at the shrine. Obviously you're not supposed to take photos like up close to the shrine, and there was a guy walking around saying don't take fucking photos up close. But I did like the shrine stuff, you know what I mean? Good fortune, all that good stuff. You were allowed, I did ask one of the shrine people, like, can I take a photo outside the shrine like this? And they were like, yeah. But I chalk it up to America building outwards instead of upwards like Japan. Exactly. Very much exactly. So, So this is Harajuku, whatever. Fuck, bro. I can't pronounce that with my voice right now. But as you can see, fucking crowded, bro. This is on like a Monday or a Tuesday in the middle of the fucking day, bro. And there's this many people. Very fucking cool street though. A lot of really cool alleyways. I bought a good amount of clothes here. And a really nice jacket here as well. Really, really nice place. There's like a lot of gacha places. I'll show you guys all the haul I got from Japan. Oh, here's another photo of the shrine. That snuck its way past. But yeah, so we went down Harajuku. We got like this crepe, which was really yummy. Very good. Very, very yummy. There was this exhibit for Samsung and TeamLab where it was like 3D projected flowers on like the wall and stuff, but it had like really cool dynamic shading and stuff like that. And all these photos are in much higher quality on the Discord, by the way. But yeah, this is like a cool little area. Basically, the Samsung, they gave you their newest phone to take photos with, to like see the quality of their camera with all these really cool colors and vibrancy. So that's pretty cool. So another street in Tokyo. Very cool. Another one of the photos here. Yeah, I don't know why the resolution's all like fucked on the drive, by the way, but yeah, if you really care about seeing the photos, highly recommend checking out the Discord and the general chat. If you just scroll through it, you'll see a bunch of the photos that I posted. Oh, I forgot I don't have Discord as a command. Socials. Yeah, another neat streets. Very cool. This is Shibuya. Shibuya was very cool. This is what Shibuya is named after. Shibuya. It's a little dog. There were a lot of people waiting in line, so I just sniped a photo from the back. I just sniped a photo from the back instead of waiting in the line for it. Long champ. This is Shibuya Crossing in the daytime. I actually don't have a Shibuya Crossing photo at night, which is kind of wild. I kind of just forgot to take one. But this is a Shibuya Crossing in the middle of the day, which is pretty cool. Fucking sick as shit, bro. What the hell is happening in Shibuya? So we shopped in here. The 109's a mall. That was really cool. There's like another mall that we went shopping in over here. I got some pretty cool clothes here. You'll see some of the drip. I'll point out where I bought them. But the 109, very fucking cool building. Very, very fucking cool building. So I had a bunch of fun and well-deserved vacay. Thank you, Spell. Thank you. Yeah, you missed the part where I was gushing about Spiky in Korea. And now we're just talking about the Japan trip. G-Wagon, by the way. Lots of really nice cars in Shibuya. There were a lot of R30, like there were a lot of Skylines in Shibuya that night. I think we caught a lucky day where there was like a club of Skyline owners meeting up in Shibuya, which is really cool. So, but yeah, Spiky, very cool. I love Spiky. I'm gonna shout out Spiky again because I love her. Make sure you guys all go follow her, okay? Or I will kill you. Or I will kill you all. But yeah, super cool street for the night. Team Lab photo snuck in. We went to one of those ramen shops that you basically print out your meal ticket, sit down at like an isolated stall, you put your ticket, the little bamboo mat gets opened, they take your ticket, they close the mat again, and then they open the mat, shove a bowl of ramen through, and then close the mat. So you just don't need to fucking talk to anybody. You just like give them ticket, they give you bowl of ramen, you eat bowl of ramen in peace. Kind of base, not gonna lie. The ramen was pretty good. Like the egg, look at that egg, bro. Oh, so good. But yeah, pretty funny. Pretty nice ramen. I will say, Japan spice tolerance. This is like second to highest heat level. Literally had 0 heat. My brother, who I was with in Shibuya, had the highest heat level. Literally couldn't even tell it was supposed to be spicy, bro. Japanese spice tolerance is not it. Yeah, it was like white people spicy, bro. And that's like average, but oh, fuck, bro. Woo! Korea's more known for spicy food. Yeah, there's a lot of spicy stuff in Korea. In Japan, you have to seek out stores that specialize in spicy, is basically TLDR. Look at this fucking beauty, though, by the way. R34 Skyline. Well, I took a picture under the hood because he's got some fucking work done in it, but oh my god, look at this beauty, bro. Look at this fucking beauty. There was just a bunch of Skylines parked on the side of the road in the middle of Shibuya, which is really fucking cool. So yeah, I bet this thing, if you fucking go zero, like this thing probably goes so quick if you accelerate and just slam the gas. Dude, this shit must have like, this shit probably feels like getting hit by a shovel in the chest when you like gas forward. Cause holy fuck, bro. And you'll eventually see a picture of the engine in here somewhere, but like, oh my god. It was so sick. It was so sick. This was the Pokemon Center in Shibuya. Very cool. There's like a Mewtwo and a thing there. Oh, there's like a Popman. There's like a little pop-up store with Elden Ring merch. That was pretty cool. Seeing this stream had me take a look at my pics from 2016. Must have misplaced your pics in Tokyo. Oh, you gotta find them. Some of them are really good. Oh, this is like a Capcom cafe. Where they have or not cafe, like pop-up store. And they had a giant fucking longsword here. Very cool. Rathalos longsword, yep. Oh, the Liberty Walk wide body Skyline. Oh, this one also was fucking sick as shit. I'm not gonna lie. This one was also... Ooh. This one was good. This one was also a really nice wide body kit. There was not many like special kit GTRs around. I'm gonna be real with you, but this is like the one like wide body Liberty Walk kit that we saw. It was actually fucking sick, bro. It was actually so fucking cool. Is that the Imperial Japanese flag? But this, I believe that's this Liberty Walks. I think it is the Imperial Japanese flag, but I believe Liberty Walk uses it as well. I think Liberty Walk uses it in a lot of their designs. But yeah, very fucking cool car there. Oh, here's the inside of that fucking hood, bro. Oh, please load a higher resolution. Yeah, look at this shit, bro. Dude, he had this shit changed out, bro. So not only is it a fucking sports R34 with the fucking 34 license plate, by the way, but also, bro, look, he's got a whole fucking new turbo in there. He's got like a fucking fresh ass engine. Oh, dude, this thing must fucking rip, bro. Like, holy shit. Dude, this thing... Oh, dude, I wish I could... I wish it was on. I really wanted to just sit by it and wait for him to turn it on to hear that fucking, like, turbo, but he was just sitting there with a hot woman in the seat, which is reasonable, to be fair. Like, half of these dudes were just sitting in their car, and next to them was just, like, a really cute, very fashionable, very pretty... Japanese lady, usually in the passenger seat, and they were just like talking. So you can probably guess what happened, but yeah, I mean, if you have a car like this, man, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, bro, oh, such a fucking nice GTR, bro. Oh, so fucking nice. There's a JoJo's cafe or like a store that was really cool. They had like a stand arrow replica, which is very cool for all the JoJo heads out there. I don't know if anybody out there is a JoJo head, but yeah, they had the stand arrow. Yeah, it's called JoJo Land, I believe, which is really cool. So they had like a variety of JoJo merch. I didn't actually get any JoJo's merch. They also had Iggy's Cafe here, so you get like various JoJo themed items and stuff like that. But closer up pic of the 109, very, very fire. What the hell is happening, Shibuya type shit. The 109 had a lot of really cool clothing stores. I got one of my favorite clothing items there, which was like a really nice fur jacket. You'll see it in the fit pics. This was like a rooftop terrace that had like a park. That was really cool. Like seeing a park like probably about 14 levels up. Very nice. A very, very cool park. Another shot of Shibuya and the Shibuya crossing. Off to the side a little bit, but very cool. Another shot of Shibuya. Yeah, Shibuya was a really cool city. We spent like about like 6 to 7 hours. Take 7. In Shibuya. And we probably only did like half of the stuff there. Like we didn't even get to go to every building. The city, so the Korean shopping was nice and easy because you could window shop very easily, right? Right. All the like shops were on the ground floor. They all had windows looking in, and they were very obvious, and like you kind of tell where to go, right? Like, but nearly everything in Shibuya had multiple floors with multiple buildings, multiple alleyways, and was probably about like 4 times the size. Very, very, very hard to window shop in Shibuya. So next year when me and Spiky go to Japan, we're probably gonna have like a list of stores that we want to go to, and then just try to window shop along the path to said stores. Because yeah, just trying to walk around to like all the different areas in Shibuya is like fucking hard. It's really hard. Yeah, this is a Taco Bell in the middle of Shibuya, by the way. Surprisingly, despite being a Taco Bell girly, I was still full from the ramen from earlier, so I did not try out the individual, like the Taco Bell here. Apparently, it's very uncommon for there to be Taco Bells in Japan, so I definitely should have gone here, but when the wives go to Japan next year, we're just gonna go to this Taco Bell. Now, that's why my excuse was. So we didn't go to the Gundam Museum. Yeah, I'm not too huge into Gundam, so I did not go up to any Gundam museums. I did look at a lot of the Gundam like stores and stuff like that, especially in Akiba, but I didn't do too much. Oh, this is my Chud son. I got a little Monster Hunter plushie. I don't know how to throw in. Oh, this is the fit check. So the Shibuya fit check will be later, but this jacket is the one I got from the 109. Very, very nice jacket. The fur is really high quality. And it's just like a really nice jacket in general, actually. The shirt I got on is from Harajuku, from a store where it was like only Japanese artists and stuff like that. You can't really see the graphic here, but yeah, really, really cool jacket that I got there. Very, very nice cut with some pants that I got in Korea. So not bad. Very good. Oh, so okay, this is where the timeline gets a little weird here. They're not gonna be exactly in order, but this is the Monster Hunter Cafe in Akiba. Very, very cool. It was like a whole Monster Hunter themed cafe, and they had like a bunch of displays around it and a whole bunch of Monster Hunter themed food. Very fucking peak. It was very cool to be there. So you had, let's call it the Rathalos fucking armor here and a greatsword. The Rathalos greatsword, which is sick. You had the Buster greatsword. You had Zinogre dual blades. Very cool. Interesting that's the Rise Maidens. Yeah, there was like a good amount of Rise, good amount of Sunbreak, a good amount of... It was like every Monster Hunter basically that featured here. You had some Wilds stuff with Arkveld here. You had like... This is the one thing that you were allowed to touch. You could turn the meat. You could turn the meat and cook the perfect steak, which is really funny. They also had a system where they had a whole bunch of PlayStations set up. And basically, if you went to go beat a monster, like if you went to go beat like a 3-star like fucking frog, you end up getting like a little bit of a discount. You get like $1 discount on your order, which is pretty funny. I didn't end up doing it because they only had controller. And I'm like the one person in the world that plays Monster Hunter with mouse and keyboard. So I didn't really want to fuck with it. But yeah, I would have totally just beat the fuck out of a monster for 100 yen discount. But yeah, that's not my thing. But what's called another fucking Rathalos greatsword here. Ooh, very, very cool. Big hammer, Diablo's hammer. Very sick. Oh, they had, oh dude, the Anjanath replica armor. Oh bro, this was sick. This was really, really high quality. Like the picture doesn't really do it justice. I think I took a specific picture of just it actually. Yeah. Dude, look how peak this is, man. Look how fucking peak this is. This is an outfit I would totally love to cosplay one day. Like, I don't know how expensive it is to get a cosplay like this. It probably very expensive. I would not imagine these are made very commonly. But if I wanted to do another cosplay photo, which I might eventually do in the future, I kind of want to do a Monster Hunter armor cosplay. And like, this would be a pretty cool one. This would be a pretty cool one, I think. So maybe we do that in the future, but yeah, fucking amazing Anjanath armor there. Very, very cool Anjanath armor. I forget which armor set this is specifically, but this was also really nice, high quality. So that was nice. Oh, this is salt pepper, I think it was called, or something like that. Pepper steak or something like that. Basically, it's a really hot griddle, and then you squish all your meat against the edge of the griddle to cook it, and then you like mix it up into a nice bowl with like garlic and shit like that. Delicious. Very, very delicious. This is a Kathwrynn dry. It's just a, or not a Kathwrynn, it's a Asahi super dry. Kathwrynn is, wait, was this a Kathwrynn? I don't remember. It's one of the two, but yeah, I had that beer. Pretty yummy. Oh, okay, here's the nerd shit time. VTuber nerd shit time. Okay, here we go. So, in Akiba obviously is like the nerdy, is very much the nerdy part of Tokyo. It used to be electronics. Now it's all weeb shit and idol shit. So, weebs being weebs, you have fucking Narissa and Ina, who, what's it called? Who signed at a, what's it called? This is like a bookstore. They signed like some stuff for Ami Ami. Or no, this is an Ami Ami store in Akiba actually. So yeah, they signed some stuff though, put some signatures down in Akiba. Very cool seeing their signatures in person. I'm really sad the HoloLive studio isn't public. I know why it's not public, obviously, but I would have fucking loved to see the giant signature wall, bro. Oh, the signature wall would have been so cool to visit. But Engie and Toby armor looked awesome. It did. The Engie and Toby armor looked even better in person too. We went to a place called a Super Potato. It had a whole bunch of retro games, and somebody drew a Mio with Capcom game in front of it. If you don't know HoloLive lore, the reason why this VTuber specifically is like filled with dread at the idea of a Capcom game, her channel almost got deleted because Capcom like struck her channel twice. Because Japan copyright law is weird. If you're based in Japan and you stream a game, a developer has the right to take your video down and issue a copyright strike. And if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel gets deleted. So Capcom, HoloLive originally didn't ask like to stream games. And then Capcom almost deleted Mio's channel. And now HoloLive will never, ever again let their talents play a game without asking for permission first. Because yeah, fair use does not exist in Japan in the way that we know it. So it's very, very weird, very shitty law. But yeah, so that was a pretty funny bit of art though. No, this is the Monster Hunter Cafe again. Cool little statue. Oh, more Monster Hunter Cafe stuff. You have the longsword. You have the insect glaive, which is pretty cool. And you have I think this is a Velcana bow. Yeah. Velcana bow. Very fucking sick. Very, very fucking sick. This was some chicken we got at the Monster Hunter Cafe. I forget the name of it. But it was pretty good. The foodware wasn't like incredible, but it wasn't bad. Oh, okay, here's a Shibuya. So this is where like the pictures get a little out of order. So I apologize. This is a Shibuya fit. In Shibuya Crossing. Or one of the Shibuya Crossings, a closer one to the 109. But yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice picture. Lao Sha Lung statue looked cool. It was very detailed. It was a very detailed statue. So, oh, this is another little thing. They had like a Capcom signature and stuff like that with a bunch of little figures in the Capcom Monster Hunter Cafe. Highly recommend visiting the Monster Hunter Cafe. It's a little pricey, but it's offset by the fact that if you have USD is really strong in Japan right now, so it ends up not being that expensive. I will say, as well, it's not that expensive relative to American food prices. Like, it was basically just like a night out at like a Chili's in America was the price. And that's not bad at all. You know what I mean? It could be way worse. It's not like exclusive fine dining. You know what I mean? Like, it's very much worth it if you're a Monster Hunter fan, and it's not so expensive that it prices you out. That was the nice thing about Japan. While there are places you can spend a lot of fucking money, these places, while they are like pricier, air quotes, they're not bad at all. They're not what you would typically think of like as expensive. Like in America, going for dinner for 2 people in like a Chili's is literally like $60, maybe 70. Versus here, where like for the 2 of us, it ended up being like $40. So, you know, it really was not that bad. This is the health potion drink I got, by the way. It was a melon soda with mint and some other shit. Dude, it looks like a health potion, bro. It's a health potion. That was really good. I was really happy they had melon soda because 1, I love melon soda. And 2, it looked like a fucking health potion. So this is probably one of the better drinks that they had there because my brother got this drink, which was like a... I forget what monster it was, but it was like an alcoholic drink. You can't really tell what monster it was, but like you can tell this is a motherfucking health potion. You know what I mean? You could tell that this is a health potion, bro. So that was really cool. That was really cool. You had a little palico. You had like one of those like... So this is one of those like delivery carts where they just put food on the back of it and it routes its way to your table. But they put a little palico on it. So you had your little palico bring you food. Very funny. This is the what the fuck is his name? The vampire dragon. What's his name? How am I forgetting it? It's not Valkana. Malzeno. This is the Malzeno parfait. It was actually really yummy. It was a really yummy parfait, I'm not gonna lie. So that was good. Malzeno, just because it has a little bat on it. Not super incredible, but big bucket of fries. Don't really know how that's Monster Hunter themed, but it was yummy. They were double fried too. So, oh, here's the rotating meat stick. Very funny. Oh, bowgun. This is the, what's it called? I think this is Tobi Kadachi bowgun? I don't remember. But yeah, light bowgun. I didn't actually see a heavy bowgun, I will say. Maybe I just missed it because there was stuff hanging from the ceiling and stuff like that. But yeah. Okay, we have a rehash of some of the Monster Hunter photos. Oh, okay. So this is another store. This store, oh, this is a very funny store. Okay. So Fuamoko are known to be giga weebs in Hololive. Like they're known to be like giga Japanese weebs. This store, bro, was a random fucking Hololive store down like an alleyway in Akiba, like hidden behind 3 different things on the 3rd floor. And there was like a small Hololive store. And bro, they have a Fuamoko fucking signature there. They have a Fuamoko signature there, bro. So like this is like a pretty deep cut location. And there's a Fuamoko signature there, of course, because they're giga weebs and they probably spend so much time in Akiba. So, but yeah, so that was cute seeing the Fuamoko stuff. They love Fuamoko in Japan, bro. They love Fuamoko. There's a lot of Fuamoko merch. Oh, here's a Hunter's Bar placard, which is pretty cool. This is, I believe, I think this is Kabuki Show / Shinjuku, that photo, but I'm not quite sure where that photo came from, to be honest. Might be Akiba. Oh, so on the day that we went to Ikebukuro and Shinjuku, we got some bread in the morning. Really fucking good, fresh baked bread. Oh, this is like bread with some like cheese and bacon and shit melted on it. Delicious with spinach. Mr. Donut, speaking of Fuamoko, we went to a Mr. Donut. This is basically like I think a really popular donut shop in Japan where they came up with the Ponder Ring idea, which is like mochi donuts. Here's a little, what's it called? Haikyuu figure. Where's the mochi donut picture, bro? There's a statue in Ikebukuro. Statue in Shinjuku. We'll get to the donut picture eventually, I'm sure. Ooh, a nice little Ferrari, by the way. Nice little Ferrari. Oh, where is it? I fucking clicked out. Oopsies. Oh yeah, nice little Ferrari picture. You had there was like this figure shop that had like really high quality handmade figures. So there's a couple of photos in here from that. Really fucking cool Guts statue. Really fucking cool Guts statue. This one out they're actually selling online. And it's actually pretty cheap. It's like 80 USD. I was tempted to possibly buy this, but it wasn't out yet. If it was out when I was there, I would have totally bought this because God, it's fucking sick. Yeah, really cool Berserk statue. Oh, here's the mochi donuts. Yeah, these little things. Ponde rings, they call them. Very delicious. Highly recommend if you go to Japan, you hunt down a Mr. Donut and you get the ponde ring. The ponde ring is delicious. They had a really cool statue from Attack on Titan. That was pretty cool. You'll see the big guy back there. That's I'm gonna geek out about. But yeah, Attack on Titan, very sick. Very sick. Very cool Gojo figure. This shit I think was like 200,000 yen or something like that. Very expensive. But a very nice figure. Very, very nice figure. Had I not spent a lot already and had the room, I maybe would consider buying this, to be honest, because it's a really fucking sick what's it called? Domain expansion picture. This was also fucking sick as shit. This tree sentinel. Giant ass tree sentinel statue. So cool, bro. So fucking cool. They also had a whole bunch of like other nerd shit like Batman and stuff like that, but you know, more interested in this. Another Guts statue that was really cool, especially with the way that like his face is in the fur and stuff. Pretty fucking sick. Pretty fucking sick. Oh, we got yakitori. So this is what we got. It was like a meat stew in Shinjuku. But yeah, yakitori. Tried a bunch of different meats. These are like gizzards, I think. Not a huge fan of the gizzards, I'm gonna be real. They have a weird texture. Yeah, I was not a huge fan of that, but other meats were pretty good though. Yeah, this is Shinjuku. Shinjuku looked really cool at night and is definitely like a really cool nightlife place. Since I was just with my brother, I obviously was not gonna go like super hard drinking in some of the places here because some of the places in Shinjuku are also a little seedy. Akihabara or Akiba also had a lot of seedy places, but Shinjuku also had a lot of seedy places. So much so, like, if you end up down the wrong alley, you might legitimately run into somebody that's like, you know, telling you, "Hey, you shouldn't be down this alleyway, guy." And you're like, "Okay, okay, gang." But yeah, Shinjuku pretty cool looking though. We'll probably go drinking there next year when we head over. And Kabukicho. Kabukicho is the more specific section. But looked like it had a lot of fun. There's a lot of bars there. Very cool places. Akiba was mostly filled with maid cafes and places that were very seedy. Similar to maid cafes. Along with some sex shops. Here in Kabukicho, it was mostly just bars and like host clubs, specifically, and hostess clubs. So sex clubs, basically, or like close as you can to get to a sex club in Japan. With probably some seedy shit going on in a lot of the floors, but yeah, very cool place, very cool nightlife area, very bright, very colorful, very cool. Lots of pachinko there as well. Lots of pachinko, lots of salarymen, as you can see. But yeah, man, like it's such a cool, very, very cool area to be in. Very, very cool area to be in. Because look how fucking bright and colorful it is. So fucking cool. That's why I'm fairly certain the Yakuza games are set here. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, the Yakuza... Or what's it called? Yeah, the Yakuza are, like, still very much a real thing. They're just, like, have legitimate businesses. So, like, they definitely probably still do crime. But they also have a lot of legitimate businesses mixed in. So... They're very much like a real thing. And they're like, it's organized crime. Very organized. So there's this guy with like a fucking ton of hats, by the way. Kinda dripped out with the sandals on. Kinda sick. Yeah, Kabukicho Tower. Look at this fucking thing, bro. Super huge. Oh, a lot of love hotels here too. I don't know if you guys know the phenomenon of love hotels. It took me a while to figure it out. It took me a while to figure out. I was like, there was like a hotel that was advertising, and I was like, oh, that's weird. 2,400 yen for just like 24 hours seems insane. Like, why is that? But then it kind of like slowly got put together in my head of like, oh. So apparently they're actually pretty cheap. if you rent it for like a whole week, they're actually pretty cheap. But yeah, like the one night costs are pretty insane for the love hotels. I'm not going to lie to you. But another cool street. Another cool street again. Another wide shot of so this was towards Shinjuku. So this was towards Shinjuku. The Kabukicho is behind me. So very cool place though. Oh, final fit check. These are some shoes I got in Japan, in Shinjuku. These are some pants I got from Harajuku. And then the jacket is just a jacket I ordered online for Hololive stuff, and then the shirt is the same shirt from earlier, but a little dripped out, you know what I mean? Still drippy. This is on the last day too, so. But finally, oh, there's also some Tokyo, okay, so there's some Tokyo Station pictures. So in Tokyo Station, they have a Hololive store, where all the members will go and sign stuff. So I had to visit there, obviously. I also bought some stuff there, of course. But yeah, so you had, what's it called? You had a whole bunch of signatures from different Hololive members, which was very cool. Very, very cool. Like, that's definitely a VV drawing right there. So yeah, you can see, like, a bunch of stuff here. Bibu saying, eat me. Very interesting, but because there was, like, cookies that were shaped like Hololive members. So that was interesting. What's it called? There's a picture here. Oh, you have Aurora. Very, very cute illustrations here. You have Gigi who signed here too when they were visiting. Pretty cool, pretty cool. If you're a Hololive fan, you know, seeing all the signatures of all the Hololive members, especially from being in a place where there's not many Hololive merch, it's very cool to see. You know what I mean? All these little drawings from all the different holo mems. Another fit check. Pants I got in Korea. Yuri shirt I got from the 109. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then this is the overall haul I got. So this is all the stuff I bought, not including the clothes, because the clothes are all included in the fit pics. There's a couple of clothes I haven't shown in the fit pics, but those will eventually get posted to Discord. But this is the haul from all the stuff I got in Japan and Korea. Mostly Japan. This is like literally all Japan. A lot of the stuff I got, like character-wise, was Japan, obviously. Most of this from Akiba. So yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff. There's some Hololive alcohols. There's some limited run merch stuff that's old, like the Nosagi plush and the Botan burger plush. Or the cup. A Suisei curry plate. This Suisei curry plate is worth like 15,000 yen, and I want it for 1,000 yen. So that was a pretty big come up. A couple of figures. Not as many figures as I came up with, but... And then shit ton of Botan stuff and other Hololive stuff and small stuff. There's more zoomed inside. So all of these little pins and stuff, literally these pins were basically like $1. Like 150 yen for this, like 200 yen for this. So basically the way it operated, anything involving this character, Shishiro Botan, who is my Oshi, I basically bought everything involving her anytime I walked into a building. And then I also bought some other stuff for some other members, like these really cute Fuamoko keychains where Fuawa has a Ramune and Mokoko has a Coke. Very cute. Or like I got a Kali pin or this Suisei thing. This Suisei thing I did get from the gacha though. So, or a Crony pin. That was also cool. Ame standee, but yeah, I just bought a lot of Botan stuff. A lot of Botan stuff, which is cool. Over here, you can see like the Monster Hunter cards I got from the Monster Hunter Cafe. These art pieces, these are all from the store in Harajuku. Basically, it was like a store that basically partners with Japanese artists to release like merch lines. Really high quality shirts. I really liked it, and I really liked the art on it. And they included these two like reversible cards and the art book all for free, which was pretty cool. So I got all that. Some Monster Hunter pins, a Stark pin that I got at Narita, and a Tokai Teo pin as well, which was pretty cool. We obviously got the marine rum. That's pretty cool. Really cool fucking box for the marine rum. That is being saved. This rum is being saved for a very special occasion. I have not obviously drank it. But yeah, pretty fucking cool. Marine rum. And then we got the Mori Calliope Sakura liqueur, which is pretty cool. Koseki Bijou, what's it called? Metal cup. And then a little Kathwrynn figure. This Kathwrynn figure is really funny. The one where she's trapped in the chest. Very, very funny. Very, very funny, what's it called? Very, very funny, like, display. She's actually fully modeled in there, too. Basically, the chest, you could actually take her out of there if you want. But yeah, it's actually really good, really fire. That's the only one I picked up along with this one, because this one's, like, a really cute Kathwrynn one. This Tokai Teo one is probably the most expensive out of all of these. It's a 1/7 scale painted figure of Tokai Teo. I love Teo. She's very cool. Uma Musume Season 2 is legitimately one of my favorite animes. Just the whole story arc with Teo is really inspiring and really cool. And hits somewhat close to home. So very, very cool. I decided to get a Teo statue at like not a secondhand like store. I got a Botan figure, which was pretty cool from our most recent set. This Botan plushie I got from Tokyo Station. This Narita, or this like little airport Pikachu I got at the airport. Eevee I got at the Pokemon Center in Shibuya. Gotcha little items there. And I also got a Toa figure for my Hololive collection. So baseball time merch, I need the plushie. Dude, my goal entering every single secondhand store was to find as many items for Botan as possible. As you can see, that giant tapestry is nice. But yeah, there's a limited run SSRB plushie that might somehow be in a secondhand store somewhere in Akiba. But all the ones I checked, there were not many because the SSRB is a very coveted mascot. Botan herself isn't the most popular idol. She's getting a lot of popularity, especially with their recent Street Fighter stuff. But, yeah, the actual, like, SSRB is really popular. So finding SSRB merch is always hard, but we got the Botan burger. We got the SSRB burger, which is Pog. And this actually matches. I got the recent merch for Botan's birthday came in, and shipped over recently. And, it's like a little SSRB, but with like a construction hat on. It's very cute and it matches this one very well. So, but yeah, Japan is great because yeah, there's a lot of Botan merch. That's why, like, once again, that's why basically I have 1 billion Botan charms, because if I saw Botan, I bought Botan. It's basically exactly how I treated it. So we got a lot of little trinkets, especially because these trinkets are all really small. But, and then Botan Racing from Tokyo Station. Very cool. Very cool sticker. But yeah, so that's my whole trip. My hoard that I got from it. Once again, this like tapestry is really nice. I have another Botan tapestry on my desk. That's really nice. So it's gonna go nicely with that and go nicely with my other Botan merch. So I'm very happy. I also bought some Gura figures for my friend. So I have there's like a set of Gura figures I don't have pictures of. But yeah, it's the Gura pop-up parade. So same style as this Toa. And also a Figma. Or is it Figma? It's not Fig. It might be Figma. It's like the little small Gura, like chibi-ish. So but yeah, so that was my vacation. That was my very eventful 2 weeks. Honestly, the fact that the latter half of Tokyo was 4 days later was really nice. Yeah, Nendoroid. It was really nice that the latter half of my vacation was it's nice that in Tokyo or in we're gonna go back to this GTR as the thing. It was really nice that I had like 4 days to just chill in the suburbs with my family in Tokyo before going to Tokyo, because once again I was really sad, like really, really fucking sad. Like I was bawling pretty bad. Leaving Spiky in Korea, because once again I feel like Spiky I haven't had the chance to really bond with that many people and make good friendships with that many people, much less like another girl. I've always been like, you know, the bro girl or like, you know, the tomboy. And being able to like, you know, let me drink water. I don't know, being able to spend time with Spiky, who is super like talented and pretty and amazing, and just like kind of clicking really well with her when she's just like also like, I don't know, like she's just, it was just super nice having girl time with Spiky because I just haven't had that opportunity too much in my life. So like the amount of growth, like personal growth I had by just hanging out with her for that week was so incredible. And not only that, but just like, I don't know, I just really like hanging out with Spiky. And I'm gonna look forward to it like crazy next year, but it really did fucking suck leaving because I was like, well, I want to spend more time with my wife, but you know, there's lots more time in the future. And what matters is that she also enjoyed it, and I didn't fuck up a friendship, which is good. And I'm hoping that, you know, Spiky and I will continue being friends for a while, because yeah, she's amazing. I love her so much, and I'm so happy I got to spend like a week with her. You know what I mean? I'm so happy that I'm like in the position to be able to take breaks like that from work and from streaming with you guys, because yeah, it was a really enriching experience and made me feel a lot more whole as a person, being able to spend time with her. You know what I mean? So really necessary, really good vacation, really recharged my inspiration. I'm still going through like the dopamine adjustment in addition to probably minor jet lag. So we're probably going to be ending stream here soon, but we are going to be playing Marathon tomorrow. So there is that. We're going to be playing Marathon tomorrow. Tuesday, we're going to be playing with the wives and co. We're going to be playing with them. We're going to play Super Battle Golf. We're going to hang out with them since I've been gone for 2 weeks, obviously. Wednesday, I'm taking off because my sister is actually visiting my state. So I'll be hanging out with her for the day. Thursday is going to be Marathon. It's going to be our return to Cryo. We're going to be doing a compiler kill. Spoiler alert, I've already killed the compiler. I wasn't going to be able to stream this last Cryo cycle, and when I got home, I had like a period of like 2 hours to play Marathon, and they had a key 6. So I just did that, and we killed the compiler. Very cool. But we'll still kill the compiler on stream, and I'll explain all the steps, and we'll fucking frag out in Cryo Archive on Thursday. Friday might get moved to Rivals or Marathon, depending on how much fun I'm having with Marathon. And then Saturday is probably going to be Marathon as well. So we'll see. Where do you find the Vault 6 key? I don't know where they found it. I think they looted it off of somebody, I think is actually what happened. I think at least 3 of our Vault 6 keys, somebody in my Marathon group has killed people for it. There's been multiple vaults that we've opened as well, I know, that drop a prestige key template that's fragile. And when you extract with that, you get a guaranteed key 6 and another cryo key. And you get that from opening a vault in Cryo Archive. So doing other vaults in Cryo is another great way to get Cryo 6 keys. But yeah, and I think somebody got it off of the perimeter event too, which was cool. But yeah, it's just luck. It's just luck. I'll be real with you. So luckily, when I was gone for 2 weeks, my goats in the Marathon Discord that I've been playing Marathon with, when they made sure to save a key for me. So that was really nice of them. But yeah, so but yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Okay, I really appreciate it. I have 20 Vault 1 keys. If you run those, you might be able to get that key template. You might be able to get those key templates. But I'm gonna get going probably. Once again, my voice is kind of giving out. We've been yapping for 2 hours. It was great catching up with you guys. Okay. Oh yeah, so future schedules generally are probably gonna be looking like 3 days roughly of Marathon, probably. 2 to 3 days of Marathon every week.
I guess you are my little whelp.
Probably. Nodan, thank you for the gifties. Oh my god. Thank you, Nodan. 10 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting 10 whelpers no longer see the ads. I appreciate it, Nodan. I really do. Yeah, so in the future, what we're gonna do, most likely 2 to 3 marathon streams a week. Probably 3 for a while until we're what's it called? Until we're kind of bored with the season, because obviously our stash is very full, and, you know, we're probably going to grind ranked a bit, probably going to do cryo, but then, you know, it'll be less precedent to grind, and we'll probably wait until next wipe to grind. One of the days I'll probably be spending with Ko and or other wives. We're probably going to either play Super Battle Golf, or we're going to play Rivals, or we're going to play a bunch of other stuff like that. So that'll be probably one of the days of our 5 streaming days during the week. And one of the days, we're probably going to be playing either Deadlock with Spiky, or we're going to be grinding Overwatch ranked. We're gonna see how high we can get in Overwatch ranked. So look forward to that when Spiky gets back in like 3 weeks. Weeks going up to that, I don't know, maybe we'll do like community, like open lobby Deadlock. I kind of want to play some Deadlock. Like that could happen Friday. So we could do open lobby Deadlock, or maybe I'll drag Ko for Deadlock, or some other people. Like Zerm. Check out the YouTube. The YouTube has been popping off as of recent. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving to the YouTube. Sorry, I had to recalibrate there and it's still kind of fucked up. I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving to the YouTube. It's been really good, and I'm happy that we're able to reach out to more whelpers and get everybody back and ready for live streaming. But make sure you do that. We have another 3 videos planned for this week in a short a day. So we're going to have 1 Slay the Spire video this week and 2 marathon videos this week. And then the shorts are going to be a variety of different things. Like today we uploaded a Marvel Rivals short. They're still the pre-edited ones from before stream, but next week it should be basically just what happened, like different streams from this week. So definitely go and leave a like and comment if you can, guys. It really does help the YouTube algorithm go. And yeah, that's how we get people like Peeper in here. Very, very cool. But yeah, make sure you guys, if you can, it really does, especially the shorts. If you guys can take the time out of your day to watch like the 3-minute short and leave a like and possibly leave a comment, it really does help a lot with the algorithm. I try not to beg too much about it, but I'm really proud of Grim and the amount of work he's been putting in. So I want to make sure that we like, I don't want his work to be for naught. So make sure that you guys check out the shorts if you can, okay? In the Discord, there is a notification button that will let you get pinged anytime there is a new video. You know, just going in, watching it, putting a like really would help a lot. And if you can comment too, that's also okay. But if you don't want to comment, that's fine too. That's also fine. So but yes, thank you all for watching, okay? I really do love you guys. Also, USB, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I really do appreciate you guys, okay? Do we raid into somebody? Ko is playing Minecraft and is sponsored by Minecraft. Shall we raid into Ko? She is one of my wives. You guys don't have to stick around, but if you can, we're gonna raid into Ko, okay? She's one of my amazing wives. I love her so much. If you can pop the raid message in there and maybe lurk for a bit, even if Minecraft's not your thing, that would mean a lot to me. But yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for some marathon, okay? It'll be a very interesting stream because my stash is fucking full. So, yeah. You guys are gonna... Whew, very funny. Yeah, guys. Thank you for watching, okay? I love you guys. I'm happy I'm back. I'm happy I can hang out with you guys again. Mwah. Normally, I only kiss the wives. Mwah. But I'm kissing you guys, my whelpers. On the heads. You know when you, like, grab your cat and you, like, kiss them on that little, like, spot in their head that's, like, perfectly kissable? That's what I'm doing to a whelpers. Mwah. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for letting me live my life. It has truly been an honor. 07.